Hi everyone. This video serves to illustrate how you can set up and use the Microsoft Teams platform here at the Naval Postgraduate School to use in your day-to-day learning and study. This is a collaboration tool integrating your chats, meetings, and Microsoft Office files all in one place. During this video, we'll cover several different areas, so feel free to skip ahead if you're already familiar with parts of the Teams platform. Please see the agenda below to outline some of the things we'll cover today. Alright, let's get started using Microsoft Teams. MPS has a education/enterprise version of Microsoft Teams. This is an important distinction as there is also a home/personal version, so be sure you've downloaded and installed the correct version. The iTax software page, which can be accessed from the My NPS page under Technology and Software Downloads, has links to downloads the full Microsoft Office 365 suite, which includes Microsoft Teams. Upon successful installation, you should be prompted to sign in. If not, head to the website teams.microsoft.com. This will bring you to the sign-in page where you can sign in with your MPS credentials to access your account. The Teams desktop app is more feature-rich, and it also has the most up-to-date functionality. For the rest of this tutorial, I'm going to be using the desktop application. However, you can also use the web application or the web version of Teams, which has most of the Teams core functionality and is useful if needing to access Microsoft Teams on a device without the desktop client downloaded. Alright, now I'm back on the desktop version of Teams, and now we have it downloaded and installed. I want to take a moment to orient you to the experience. Over on the left-hand side is the navigation bar. We'll cover each one of these icons and their functionality throughout the course of this video. To begin, this icon called Teams. You might be wondering, what is a team? Well, the simplest way to describe a team is a collection of people, content, and tools that will be based on a project, class, or group, and in a moment, we'll go through an example to see what that is and how members of a team can collaborate with one another. But first off, we need to add a new team. To add a new team, at the very bottom of this pane here, you'll see the icon that says Join or Create a Team. Click on that, and within Join or Create a Team, I can create my very own team. I can join an existing team via code, or join a public team. Here we have the Technology Users Group. Next, we can create a new team from scratch, or if we have an existing team template we wish to use, we could select one of these and have the new team based off of that existing template. This will carry over our channels and tabs used in the template onto our new team. So I'm going to add a team name. Now you can have a team to manage a project, participate in a class, or study as a group to collaborate with your peers. For this example, I'm not going to use a template to set up my new team, but rather establish one from scratch. It'll automatically create default channels for you, and in a moment we'll see exactly what these are. To get this done, I've added a team name. I'm happy to add a description if I like. And then an important distinction here is the privacy option for the team. A private team can only be seen by team owners, and those are the only folks that can add members. If you change to a public team, anyone within the entire NPS organization can join. So for the purposes of this example, we're going to make our team private. Now that I've finished adding my team, let's add some members. The drop-down bar will auto-populate with anybody within the NPS directory. Feel free to share this Teams link with others both in and out of the organization to create a collaborative team with those from within NPS and those outside. Alright, now that I've added a member, so here's my new team, demo team right here. If I click on this ellipsis, here's where I can do some administration for my team. I can add different members from here, I can manage it, create tags, or even get a link to share with others to be able to join the team. Once the project or class is over and I no longer need the team, I can archive it or delete it. Within my team is a set of different channels. All teams created will start with one default channel as General. This channel will have two different tabs across the top. This can be changed within options, or if creating a new team from a template, we'll have different tabs and channels as well. Channels allow you to organize specific topics and projects. So here, with my new team, let's start a channel, and I'm going to set the privacy condition to everyone has access. So here in my new study group team, we can have a channel where my classmates can come together and chat, and I can keep that separate from my channels that represent different classes, or the general tab here. Like if I wanted to add another channel for my thesis, I could keep the content and material within that channel separate from that within the study group, especially if I use the permissions tool. So as you can see, be it a study group, a way to organize information, or collaborate with others, Microsoft Teams offers a variety of benefits. And as a reminder, Teams and channels are simply a way to organize content and conversations. Now that we know the basics of Teams and channels, why don't we jump into the chat channel and see if there's any conversation. I can kick off the conversation, and this will create a conversation thread. I want to get the attention of my other group member, so within this reply box, I'm going to use an @ symbol, and the list of other members of the team will pop up right here. By using that @ symbol, if I select the team member, it will adjust to that purple text version of their name. So here, when I use the @ symbol to get someone's attention, they're going to get a notification in their activity panel here in the navigation bar. Along with the @ mentioning of an individual, I can also type in @everyone, and all members of the group will receive a notification within their activity panel. This activity tab is an easy way to get someone's attention when using the @mention function. All right, so I'm having a threaded conversation with my professor right here. I can do a few things within this reply window. I can take the text I type, apply different formatting to it with this button right here. I use this little paper airplane arrow to send the message. There's also a variety of other icons down here across the reply bar that correspond to different things like adding attachments, using emoticons, stickers, calendar events, and a few others that we'll go over soon. Now that I've formatted some text, I need to submit a document to my professor. The second icon over, the paperclip, will allow us to attach files, although we can also drag and drop files from anywhere in Windows into this part of the conversation. So to access the file, I can upload from my computer, browse other teams and channels, look at recent files, or from OneDrive, and here we see the file uploading, and I can submit it. Within these other windows, you can see all the different files from across different conversations, and anytime a file is uploaded, it will be viewable in this Files tab. Every single channel has its own Files tab and its own General tab for posts. This is where threaded conversations are kept. To stay on top of your teams and channels that matter to you, you can reorganize your teams by dragging and dropping. If there's also a team that no longer matters to you, you can hide it or delete it. Here I want to make sure I stay on top of my study group chat, so I can click on that channel, tap the ellipsis, and click this pin selection, and now that channel will be pinned to the top of my Teams bar. This way I have easy access back to my study group post channel where there'll be threaded conversations.